That's right.
I'm sorry, Mom.
It's pronounced.
I'm sorry I'm involved with this.
It's pronounced Jordan.
My wonderful wife, I'm sorry I'm involved with this.
You're welcome, wife.
This is all Jeremy and Rich.
It's actually all me, but Jeremy loves it.
Jeremy likes it. He's enabling you.
Shug Jordan, coach of the Auburn Tigers.
Say what?
No.
It's pronounced Jordan.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
This is Shug Jordan, football coach of the Auburn Tigers.
There you go.
I'm not sure Shug would be approving of
No,
this.
he'd love it. And
You don't know that.
and then
We know.
we should just switch it up one time and just loop that for like 10 seconds, and they go, "This is Shug Jordan."
That should be, by the
that
way,
should be it.
that should be the ringtone.
I don't,
When we're talking about ringtones, that should be the ringtone.
This is Shug.
It's pronounced Jordan. It's our weekly segment, wildly popular weekly segment, brought to you by our good friends Jeremy Henderson over at the Warrior Eagle Reader, and we're always anticipating what you're going to have for us.
Yeah, I heard you talking earlier
Yeah.
about things, and so just because of that, we're about to get raunchy. AU raunchy.
This falls right behind the Tim Tebow Taylor Swift segment that came out of nowhere.
No,
Which I think they're a match made in heaven, literally.
Are they together?
Well, they were seen.
That's what Rich is reporting.
Canoodling?
No, ESPN.
Rich is
no.
reporting.
Rich reported that is a
ESPN.
dating relationship.
ESPN
Said they dined.
ESPN reported that they were seen dining together at a L.A. restaurant.
Now stop. Jeremy,
having
does that
dinner.
mean they're
having dinner.
they're dating?
It does for those two.
He's probably witnessing to her.
It does.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
No, I mean, she needs it.
Well, no, listen, she does not. She's a very nice young lady. She came to Auburn.
Came to
She
Auburn.
just writes songs about all of her ex-boyfriends.
I don't know
But
a lot
that's
about
when
her.
she was
I
a
just know she hugged somebody.
That was when she was
here.
a teenager, though. She's grown up.
Is she a grown woman now?
Well, she's an adult.
How old is she?
Ask him. Let's find
She's
out.
21. She's 21.
Bieber's 18 today. Do you know that? Why don't they hook up?
I really don't want to talk about Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift hooking up. I really don't. Can we get back to
all right. It's pronounced Jordan.
It's pronounced
My
Jordan.
God. All right. Okay.
By the way, I like your new. I like your T-shirt.
Yeah. No, we had
It's the War Eagle Reader shirt's very, very good.
Yeah. I thought,
What year circa is that cheerleader?
well, this is it's a creation. It came from 57. I'm not gonna.
57. Okay.
I don't want the anybody's lawyer or estate
Yeah,
to
I
come after me.
understand.
I'm not going to give you where the origin came from.
But it's
I just
circa.
wanted to know the year.
Circa around. It's in the mid 50s.
Circa, right.
Mid to
right.
late 50s.
This is an artist.
This is when
conception.
This is when my mom would have been. My mom and dad were in school here in the late 50s.
Right.
Yeah, they were here from 55 to 59. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we had we have a business manager, and I thought he was just doing it as this quick little cash influx scheme. Let's do pre-order or send us some money and everything. But apparently, he actually ordered things, and they showed up. And they showed up today. So yeah, we're excited.
You're having to pay for them
and I
before you're
found
selling
one
them.
big enough for me. Yeah, it was pretty much like that.
Okay,
it was.
That's running a real business
It
right
was just
there.
a
There it
test
is.
to see our influence. Anyway, so
All right,
This
what do
is
you got?
great.
So today,
What do you
People
got
want
for
those
us?
shirts.
oh yeah,
They
I
do?
told him I
oh,
wanted
they
one.
sold out,
Have they?
but they weren't even.
But you still got them in the box. Huh?
Yeah, they weren't even there, but they sold.
Oh, Jeremy, what is it? What's the subject matter today?
Well, it's baseball.
It is
time.
baseball. Yes.
But
Yeah.
like everything, Auburn being Auburn and everything, anything that we can do to still kind of tie football into the baseball.
Sure, because it's never just
With everything. I mean, everything's the Iron Bowl, the Iron
I
Bowl
know.
of the mat. The Iron
Well,
Yes.
spring practice starts in 2 weeks, I believe.
Right.
There you go.
for football.
Well, there. All right. Yeah. I was like, I thought
We don't need
playing.
any-
I don't know anything about
we
baseball.
don't need an excuse to tie it into
There's
football.
a pitcher. And so.
I'm
so
sorry.
This, huh?
What'd you say was
I
a
said that-
pitcher?
No, there's a pitch. I said I didn't know anything about baseball.
Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to clarify.
but
I thought you threw out a gem
Strangely
there. I
enough,
didn't want to
The
miss it.
Natural is my favorite sports movie.
That's a good
The
one.
Natural?
That's a good one.
I love it.
That's a good one.
Bo went all natural.
It's
in
no-
Georgia. Remember that?
It's no Hoosiers, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Shug
Yeah.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Right.
It's pronounced
Speaking
Jordan.
of, right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with that. A lot of folks know, maybe know. A lot of folks might not know that he lettered in 3 sports during his glory days, pre-coach.
Here at
glory
Auburn?
days. Oh yeah.
I had no idea.
Late 20s, early 30s. The man was a stud.
Well, we knew that.
Right. But not just in football. Not just in football.
Okay.
It was basketball. He was the Pete Maravich of Auburn basketball back in the day. That's actually, Housel wrote a story about him in the 70s. It was like, Shug Lefty Jordan. He was known as Lefty. They called him Lefty back then. And you probably know that. You probably have Shug's baseball gloves up in your attic or something.
Ron lives in Shug Jordan's old house.
Right. I know
if that's
that.
not the coolest thing I've ever heard,
It is the coolest thing. I point that out on the tour. I take people around, and I was like,
this is another way that Jeremy makes money. It's all an elaborate hoax.
that guy you saw out in the bushes that one time, he just got lost from the tour.
We do have people turn around our driveway all the time.
Really?
Is that from your direction?
Probably.
I just drive a different car to keep throwing you off the scent.
Ron, you should sell lemonade. Something.
We've thought about selling our room out,
Just
like on football weekends.
listen.
or Shug.
Sleep for
listen.
Shug.
It can be like
Sleep
Field of
with
Dreams.
Shug.
It can be like Field of Dreams. You can just charge $1 a head for people to walk through your house. This is Shug's house.
There's a
There
whole
you
row
go.
of houses there I have a strange connection with. I won't go into that.
That's another story for another
Right,
time.
right, right. So
Yeah.
Shug, he rocked in basketball.
What is the connection, by the way?
I don't want to tell it. I want to get into it, but it's spiritual and it's deep, and I really haven't fully explored or
and
come
he
to
has
terms with what it
and
is.
he has the restraining orders to prove it.
It was, Dean Green's old
Oh,
house,
yes.
right
Right next door.
Well, it turns out that was where my mom had my what's it called?
I don't know.
Baby shower.
Baby shower.
Baby
That's
shower.
it. I was-
It's
No,
scary that I'm kind of reading your mind over here.
Right. my baby shower. Turns
Okay.
out, but then there's other stuff involved with that.
All
I'm
right.
not going to go into it.
All right.
Okay. But
Let's
anyway,
back
so
to Shug.
Shug.
Back to Shug.
And so he rocked at basketball. You know,
Right.
he
I knew he
was
played
he was a
basketball.
star. Like yeah,
Coach
he was,
basketball.
And Pat Forty one time wrote some story about Auburn's institutional indifference to basketball, and like for example, their greatest a football coach was their basketball coach back in the day, and I was like, we may have an institutional indifference to basketball, but it's not because Shug was our coach.
No.
he was awesome. Not that we do have an institutional.
No, I'm
indifference.
just
But,
saying if somebody thought
Right.
that we
Anyway,
did.
but baseball, he was also baseball, so I was going to get into some of his baseball
I didn't know that he
stories.
played baseball.
Oh yeah. Lefty, he was out there. Lefty, he was a pitcher.
Well, of course, with a name like Lefty, he was
Yeah,
a southpaw.
pitcher, southpaw.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Hardcore.
Wow.
And so he had this he had this game. He led us to in 31. We were playing the Southern Intercollegiate Conference Championship against Florida, right, or whatever. I don't know. Whatever
So this
that
was the precursor to the SEC.
yeah. There we go. Right.
Schools like Tulane and Tech and Swanee. were
Okay.
probably all in
Right,
there
right.
at the time.
And we only had 3 pitchers at the time, and Shug was lowest on the totem pole, right? They in the glom, it was always like, and Shug, showed up with a smile, like what a great, he's got a lot of enthusiasm out there, kind of a deal. Not like,
That would be me.
and so, but the two pitchers,
But they stuck me out in right field.
Somebody would have to listen to you.
Yeah, that's exactly
but
right.
the two pitchers, the good guys, were
Yeah.
hurt this game, right? And so it's coming down to it. So, coach, it's kind
Where
of
is
like
this game being played?
Well, you
I
didn't
have
have
no
to ask
idea.
that. Come on.
I
I,
wanna-
This
don't know.
I like to know these kind of things.
know, but it's
I don't
Was it
know.
in Auburn?
We'll say
Was it in
Montgomery.
Gainesville?
We'll say Montgomery.
Okay, we're just going to say that.
All
That's
right.
kind of a rich
Montgomery.
approach to life.
Yeah.
If you don't know what it is, just say something.
It's so.
Okay,
fake it till you make it, baby.
So we got a coach, Sam McAllister, new
Okay.
dude. You may have heard of him. Anyway, and so he's desperate. So he goes up to him. He's like, "Let's, I don't know how he talks. Let's see your stuff."
But you're acting like you do.
Right.
Let's see your stuff, Lefty. And so
Calls him
Shug,
Lefty.
right? Yeah. And Shug gets out there, and he tries to throw like this fastball, and apparently. He threw it. I mean, it was like a kid like trying to knock a bird out of a tree or something. I mean, he threw it apparently, and you go, "Oh Lord," and this is where
He hit the bull.
Right.
He hit
And
the
so,
bull.
But then he tosses this roundhouse curve, right, and it looks pretty good. And it's like, "Get in there," like we got to go.
That'll
for
do.
it. And so apparently it was just luck. We kept, the Florida guys kept hitting it. He pitched us. He won the game on like a 3-run homer. Believe it or not, the pitching was horrible.
But he hit a
And they
home.
kept
He
hitting
hit
it,
get a
but
home
but-
run?
Yeah.
3-run dinger.
He did that. Yeah. And anyway, so
Wow.
and he was actually, I guess, decent enough at the sport too, in the midst of the Great Depression, looking for work once he graduated, to even possibly consider it as a career option. Believe it or not. Right?
What?
Now think of this. Now it's always surreal looking through the glom, and then there he is, like in a basketball uniform and everything.
Do you have a glom from 1930?
Oh, Yeah.
Are you kidding? He's got a basement full of them. Are you kidding?
From each, I've named them. This one's named Dusty. Is what I got it from. Dusty.
Wow.
That was stupid. Anyway, okay. So he, what was I saying? Right. So he's actually considering this as a career because some dude, he's hanging around Selma after he's graduated, right? He doesn't know what he's going to do with his life.
Right.
He's work's scarce. And so some dude invites him to Plantersville to like play to pitch a game or something. And he pitches and he gets like $1.50 for it or something. What is happening?
I'm sorry. The intern's girlfriend just came by. So
Typical.
the whole show stops.
Typical.
Whole show stops when the intern's girlfriend shows up. You got to get your priorities straight.
Free tickets.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. Yeah.
But
that's how we pay our interns.
Just some tickets.
I'm just trying to keep the guy. I'm just trying to keep him. You just got to keep him happy. All right.
So he goes.
He's
and
living in
for the
Selma.
semi-pro team, Plantersville or something. And but he gets like $1.50 for it or something, right? And he's like, this is not going to work.
$1.50 a game.
Yeah, he got like $1.50. I don't know how much that is. Like that. He didn't think it was a whole lot. I'm
So
assuming
you
it's
really
not.
don't know how much you got paid. You made that up.
No. He got $1.50. I promise you that.
Okay.
Anyway. So then he goes, and this is the best name for a baseball team ever: the Selma Dewdrops. Go ahead. Throw it on there. Exactly. Selma Dewdrops, sponsored by Tiger Laundromat House. Gotta throw it in there every time.
That's good.
But it's a semi-pro team, and then this is the game though that made him realize that this is not going to be it for him, and could have changed the course of Auburn football history.
Sure
Who
did.
knows if he'd kept going.
I might not. I might live in a different house.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, you
So-
would.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. And
you.
so
Thanks, Rich.
So the thing was that he gets up there, right? He's on the mound, and there's this battered. He's kind of crowding the plate, and he's jumping around and everything, and showing some attitude. So Shug's like,
Do you give him some chin
time
music?
some chin music, right? You know what I mean?
Nice. Give him some high chatter.
Right. And then
Shug was a gentleman. He would do that, would he?
He
Politely back him off the plate.
he straight up. If you read
part
this,
of the game.
if you read this story, it straight up just sounds like I'm going to plunk him. I'm going for him.
Awesome.
That's what it sounds like. I mean, it wasn't really.
Can a dewdrop be mean?
Yeah.
Apparently that one could.
Listen to this. I reared back and threw as hard as I could. Lefty said. I hit the guy in the head, and he just dropped the bat and trotted to first base as if nothing had happened. He said, I knew if I couldn't throw harder than that, it was time to quit.
Because the boys didn't wear helmets back then.
No. So he just nails this dude with his fastball in the head, and it goes like, whoa, going to first.
Wow.
Shug, lefty.
That's awesome.
Lefty.
There's nothing better than listening to Jeremy Henderson do his imitation of Shug Jordan.
Yeah, that wasn't even a good one.
No, but it was good
still
enough.
Awesome.
It was fantastic.
I'll turn it up a notch.
It's pronounced Jordan. Second segment when we come back. Stick around.